Very
जी बोलो जी सर गुड इवनिंग
Sir, that to lift away,
हम्म
stealing water leak is in smoke detector.
फ्रॉम एफसीओ
No, sir. Actually, no. So lift away, he had no access.
Good evening, all of you. Am I audible?
Yeah, good evening, Deepak. Audible.
Yeah, thank you, Shaiji. Okay. So, around 10 participants have joined. Let's wait 2 more minutes so that majority joins. In Zoom, don't we have that virtual background? Because I think I'm not being given a virtual background. I will be doing it. Sorry, save it for it. Not accessible. About this, adding something. Okay. Fine. Okay. 14 of you have joined. Okay, by the time, let me share my screen and start. The whole screen share. Is it visible, all of you, my screen?
It's visible now.
Oh,
Yes, it's visible.
thank you. Let me carry it to somewhere else. Less than that. Oh, okay, fine. Oh, so last time, by what uh, code you have been there? Will anybody help me out? Have you seen this?
Yes.
Is there anyone who is quite new to today's class who have not been there for the last code? Else, today's class won't be understood. So may I ask you certain things that in the initial well-being, what happened?
Mr. Deepak, I
Yes.
want to interrupt you. And
Yes,
my
yes.
question to the Aditya, we are not getting this recording, and without recording, we cannot do the practice.
I understand, sir.
She
Athira ji,
sent the one link, but in that links only I found for your only one video.
okay. Then ask Athira. Athira ji, can you please answer this? Athira, are you there? I don't know. I don't know whether
If we can't make the practice, we cannot learn anything.
I understand, Shaiji. You are very correct at your point, because learning such a new thing, and that's to a part of coding, literally needs a background and a backup such that you can visit it and reapply the concept. You are very
Yeah,
correct.
absolutely right. Yes.
Athira, any answer to this? Because we are getting recorded every day. Is this video being recorded? Yes or no?
No, yeah, it is recording. We are getting the voice when we log in. That is recording.
Yes. You are correct. Then in that case, please upreach to Athira and I think Marshall is there. Okay, let me make the personal, what should I say? Personal request to them that please get it available to, at least to you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Even all of you, it is a request to all of you that please write in the what is called chat session that please provide recording to us such that you are giving your concern to them. See, every time you run such things, you have to upload the data set, else it won't be available. Like suppose if I do not copy it, say if I learn in front of you, so okay, run anyway. anything which is not getting loaded shall definitely run, because these are the libraries and the functions which are already available. They might they shall definitely be run over there. But say this is a what is called the path to the CSV file. If you do not provide this path, it won't be working. Suppose if I run it over here, it might give an error. Error is there that there is no such filer directly, because I have not given the correct path to it yet. So every time you are required to add a correct path to it. Control V. So this is the correct path. Let's run it again. See, it has taken the path and it has run progressively. Then I'll run everything in front of you such that the past is revisited. It contains the 50 rows. Yes, 50 rows. Then dataset.head. What does it give? Dataset.head. Give me an answer. Let me remove every output. All of you, those who were present, please give me an answer. What does the dataset.head give us? Yes, please answer me. Anyone? Shaiji, do you know? Do you remember?
No, yeah, I don't remember. For this only, we require the recording, so we can do the practice.
Yes. Say, always try to create a, what should I call it? Acronym, or must I call it a nature associated language? Like it is saying head. Head means you are having this much portion of head. Am I visible? This portion of
Yes.
your, it means
Yeah, correct.
if I am 6 feet long, in that 6 feet only just 1.5 or 2 feet data is available in front of you. So similarly, dataset.head gives the top 5 rows. Mind it, top 5 rows. So whenever you make it head, so it will provide you top 5 rows. And see, it has given you 0 to 4 top 5 rows. But you may add multiple rows to it. Say how? If you add, say you want, say 11 rows, mind it, you want 11 rows, there's no need to write any other command. Just add 11 inside it. Can you see? I have added 11 inside the head, and now it will give me top 10 rows. Fine?
Yes, got it.
So it is up to you. How many means what value of head? By default, it takes 5. But if you do not, if you assign things to it, it will give you a different things. Now, say suppose it is asking to me suggest charts. Let's see what it is doing. Suggest charts. That what are the charts it suggests? See how many charts it has given to you just with a single click. See, charts with distribution. When you spend over R&D and you increase the spend, see how the R&D spend versus profit is going upon, how the administration versus profit is going, how the marking is spend versus profit, how the profit versus this nature of time is having the graph of. So this gives you a multiple variety of graph, that these are the graph that could be built amongst different categories. See, categorical distribution means there are 3 categories: New York, Florida, California. So even watching the chart of this data set, you can get enough information. See, 2D distribution between admin R&D, marketing R&D, profit and marketing. As faceted distribution, this is called a violin curve. Don't worry, we will cover it in the later section. Violin curve, violin, as you go for a violin, so such is called violin curve. So these are few things that a Python notebook which is called pandas give us directly to us. It's a blessing that we are being given to it. And if you want to convert it into a table, just press it here as a tabular form. You will be given a data set as a table. Is it interactive?
Yes, very.
Thank you. Now again, data set dot shape. Shape means number of rows multiplied by number of columns. This is the shape. So it will give you, there are 50 rows and 5 columns. 50 rows and 5 columns. Then comes that we have studied for scatter plot, that how does the marketing and the profit are distributed. So if I run it again, it will give you such a scatter plot where you can see distribution, although linear, but not exactly linear. So if I change the value of alpha from 0.5 to 0.9, it becomes darker or finer. What is your point? What does it becomes? Darker or lighter?
Darker.
Darker. At least you remember that. Thank you. So it becomes darker. So more easy to visible it, easy to find the pattern amount. Similarly, doing with multiple combinations and permutations, admin versus profit, R&D versus profit, and marketing versus profit. So we have found that R&D spend has actually increased the profit, whereas marketing spend has not necessarily increased the profit, but in the long run, marketing is the backbone of a business. So yes, it has increased the profit, but admin has not at all given a proportionate combination to the profit. It is just a haywire. So here, if you remember, what is being done here? If you remember, group by, doing the grouping by from state, then profit, calculating the mean, and plotting the bar out of it. So how to arrange it? See here. See here. See here. This is how it is being arranged. So data set, what to be done with great data set? Group it by with respect to state, that is New York versus Florida versus one more state is there, California. Then what is the profit of each state? Take its mean and plot the bar chart. Understood? What is the cascading of the functioning happening? This is called cascading of the functions. One function after other, one function after other, one function after other. And always, please, it's a request that always read from left to right. Always read from left to right. Then only it will be understood. So it will give you California. So even looking at it, you can see, okay, the chart says that the highest profit is for Florida, neither New York nor California. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes. So you can even change the size, sir, here. So if you change the size of, say, figure 10,5, you can go for figure 5,5 only, such that it becomes visible in your screen. See, easier to see 5,5. So I have changed it here in the fixed size, figure size 5,5. You can also make a font size of, say, 4 only, but it won't be visible, I think. Okay. See, what is not visible? D. See, they are not visible. They are not visible here. So you have to adjust font sizes based upon your requirement. So you may go for, say, average profit, fine, 505, fine. You may also go for, say, if you want a horizontally larger and vertically smaller, you may go for this, say, 9, say 4. So x-axis larger and y-axis lower. Okay, so play with it. And I believe, okay, right today I will share this pandas or what is called Google Colab notebook, and mind it, all of you must have a Gmail ID, then only it will be opened. So if you don't have a Gmail ID, please create it. Dataset.set value counts. Okay, it will give you the value of the states, that how many times it has occurred uniquely. See, it won't give you the duplicate value. It will only give you the unique value given by the value counts. That 17 times New York has occurred, California 17 times, Florida 16 times, but still Florida is having the highest possible profit. Now we have to start from here. np.where, creating a dummy variable for the categorical variable state. Mind it, what's happening here? It's a one thing to understand. See, is there any problem here? What this is just selecting one column of a given data set. Data set contains 5 columns, but you are selecting, you are actually creating one column which is called New York State. Do you have any New York State name column here, if you remember? Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Give me
Yes.
I don't think so. Let's check it. See, sir, we do not have the column with the name New York State. We have the column with the name state. Mind it.
Okay.
Okay. See, yes. We do not have column with the name New York, California, Florida, but we have a column having a name state which contain multiple names of the states itself. So now what is happening here? We are creating a, mind it, we are creating a new column. It's a very new column which is not yet existing before. What is to be filled here? See, now that to be filled, it is saying fill it np.where. np.where means it is a if condition. If the data set of state, means the data set with the data frame for the column name state, when it is equals to New York. If it is equals to New York, because it has multiple states, New York, Florida, California, all the three, but only for those values, the values for which the state is having a New York, take a one answer, else leave it 0. It is as similar as this. Say if I open the exam board for you, say I'm opening the exam board and explain with the help of Pentab. I understand that it is the things are quite new to you. Okay, let me explain here itself. See. Okay, what I was saying, can anybody remind me? I just forgot, it just slipped the mind. np.where. np.where. Ah, yes, in New York. New York is going behind the scenes. No worries. I understand because of weather conditions. But don't worry, USA is also suffering from 39 degrees centigrade. Sorry, Fahrenheit. np.where. np.where says, it's 25. Might be where. Okay. np.where says anything here, a logical condition is there. Logical condition. Then after a logical condition, we said pick what is true. If it is true, then pick this condition. Must I call condition 1? Else pick condition 2. Is it as similar as if in a Excel, if you have seen, if say x1 is greater than x2, print say 5, else print 8. Are you getting what I'm saying? If this is true, consider this. Else, if it is false, consider this. Am I understood?
Yes, understood.
So similarly, np.where is saying here, if this condition is true, it is understood and read like this. If true, consider this, else consider condition 2. Now let me take you to the this. See, np.where, if data set of state is double equals to New York, fill the column with 1, else fill the column with 0. Is it understood now? And
Yes, got it. Yes.
after filling it, place it inside a new column which is having a name New York State. Then similar thing is to be done with California State also. But see the situation. Data set for state is double equal to California, then 1. If double data set for state double equal to Florida, then 1. Means they are creating one value for their respective state and 0 value for any other state. Fine. Don't worry, we will see it. How does it looks like? So let me run it and see the last line, data set dot drop, and it is dropping the column which is equal to state. In place equal to true means in place equal to true. Please mute yourself, Guariana. In place equal to true means that this operation shall be done permanently. Whenever we give in place equals to true, it is a permanent drop. If I run it, see what happens. Yeah, can you see the applied changes? A new column has been there, California, New York, and Florida state with the given 10101010. Yes, guys, can you see it?
Yes, we can see. Yes.
Yes, and at the very same time, sir, state is removed. The column name state was removed. See here, it is removed. Yes.
Yes, it is removed.
Yes, it is removed. Yes. So whenever you want to say, suppose now in place equal to true with respect to true, if I give false, let's see what happens. Oh, it says there's an error. What is the error? Error say key error state. Now it doesn't find any state. So if there is no state, what to remove? Are you getting? If there is no state, I have already run this. So in the memory of a interpreter of Python, this is the final data set. Now try to understand this. This is the final data set. After this, I have rerun the previous cell. So where I am asking the cell that please remove the state. Please remove the state and compare the state with equal to New York. There is no column called state here. There is no column called state here. Then whom it will compare? Are you getting?
Yes.
So please take care of such things. Do it responsibly. When you do it in place equal to true, you cannot repeat the process. Again, it might throw the same error. See, so for that, I have to run this again. If you want to re-perform it, then you need to run this data set. Now the data set will have state. See, now the data set is having a state. Now you can directly go here and rerun it and say if I'm placing it a false here for the time being. it has run, although it has dropped the state, mind it, although it has dropped the state, and if I print dataset.head, see the state has come again. Can you see? For the previous situation, it has dropped it, but because the in place was equal to false, see, because this in place is equals to false, this did not apply to it permanently. So when I called dataset, it has actually given me the state column also. Is this point understood?
Yes, if you given the in place false, then that state is appear.
In that situation, Saiji, for the current performance, sorry, for the current operation, although the state is not appearing, but if you reprint a data set, the state will be there. Okay. So
Okay.
right now I'm making it true such that we can continue with it. True. Done. Then, sorry, where were we? Okay, we were here. Then head. Then see, no state has come now. After doing it, we are saying profit is our dependent variable. Dependent variable means y-axis. So like profit, we want to find the profit of a startup in the 3 state. Like we have thought of finding the price of the house based upon the locality, as we have discussed that day. So that is the dependent variable, y equal to mx plus c. So this is a y. Profit is a y variable, so dependent variable. Now we are creating a list of independent variable. What does it mean? Independent variable means the variable other than dependent variable. Mind it, variable other than dependent variable. So the dependent variable is in the last, that is the profit value. So if you subtract only the dependent variable from the whole data set, mind it, if you subtract only the dependent variable from the whole data set, you are left with independent variable. So how it is done? It is done in the form of set. Set means, have you heard of set? Venn diagram you must have seen. So set dependent variable, deducting dependent variable from everything of data column. See how it is written. It is written like data set. How to read it? Data set dot columns means columns of data set. All the columns of data set. It means this. Convert to list. Converted to list means first select the data set, select all the columns of the data set, convert it into the list, then convert it into the set. See here it has taken a set. So take the set of it, take a difference means remove all the dependent variable from it, and again convert it into a list. See here, again convert it into a list. This is how it is being read. So let's see independent variable. It is run, and if we print that what are the independent variables, say I'm removing it and I want to see what are the independent variable. Does it contain profit or no? Let's check. Does it contain profit? Yes or no?
No.
No, it does not contain profit. Please check here. R&D spend, administration, marketing, profit. So other than profit, everything might be here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even if you check for the length, if I go for length of independent variable, len, independent, it actually gives you the independent variable. Just press enter. It takes it, run it. 6. It is giving you 6. So if the number of variables are large, higher in value, just find the length like with the help of length operator. Length 10. Create the data of independent variable. Now this is how we capture the values. How to capture the values? Like your independent variables are everything other than profit, and the only profit is the dependent variable. So we are taking the values, mind it, it is written the values of all the columns of data set is kept in X, and values of the profit, that is a dependent variable of the data set, is kept in Y. Is this line understood? Guys, is this line understood? Values means the numerical values, numbers of all the independent variables of a data set is to be kept in X, and all the values of profit in a data set has to be kept in Y. Let me run it. And please check what is in X and what is in Y. If I just print X, let's see what is there inside X. See, this is the value inside X. All the values are in X. If you print Y, just simply write Y and check what are the values in Y. See, the values in Y is the real profits. Yes, real profits. 1,92,261, 1,91,792. Fine, real profits. So, and how can you check it that whether it is a dependent variable or no? Either you go for the first data set here. See the values of profit: 1,92,000, 1,91,000, 1,55,000. Okay, see, fine.
Yes.
Yes. Then
can see only opening of a crack.
yeah,
Intergranular corrosion may extend in any direction following the grain boundaries of the material. Improper stress relieving or heat treating coupled with corrosive atmosphere results in
who is
intergranular corrosion.
speaking?
Intergranular attack actually. So this intergranular.
Guys, iPhone, please mute yourself. We are not running any geography classes. Okay, people have also doing their own part-time business along with attending this class. And see, see carefully. See, sir, when you have an X value, see, it is a list of array, or must I call? See the type of values it contains. List within list. See, can you see list within list? There are two big bracket. Yes or no? Can you see it? Two big brackets.
Yes.
So this is called list within list. So it contains, see, just count. This is first value, then second value, then third value, fourth value, fifth and sixth value. So there were 6 independent columns. So 6 values. And this is the value of one row. Value of one row. So first row value, 6 row value means first 6 value in a row, then second 6 value in another row, third 6 values in another row, and so on, and it goes by 50 values. Am I understood what I have done right now?
Yeah, understood.
Similarly, you can go for data set of independent.
Mr. Deepak.
Yes.
In this independent variable, where the value of the X?
Where is the?
So, value of the beta, I think beta I.
Yes, sir. Actually, beta I has to be computed after the model is run. We have not even run the model. We are only doing exploratory data analysis before calling the model.
Okay.
I'm coming to it. I'll finish it today. Don't worry. Thank you for asking it. It means you remember the things. So you can anytime see that how many, how does your data set looks like after giving the column numbers or columns inside it. So see, independent variable, no profit. It will give you all the data set things simply. Then mind it, this is the real thing to understand. Splitting the data set into training set and testing set. So please do not change the order. X train, this is a variable. X test, again a variable. Y train, Y test. So the variable says that it contains a data set or the values of rows, and which will be given a training about. Like out of 100 numbers, I can take 80 numbers for training and 20 number are kept which have never been seen by my algorithm or which are never been seen to you. Say suppose out of 100 questions, 80 questions you have practiced and only 20 questions are there in a mock test as well as in a real examination. So it is an unseen question paper of 20 questions for which you have not seen it and you will be tested for. So similarly, X-train consists of at least 80% of the data. X-test means the data set which is not seen by the system yet. Y-train is again the data set of profit trained for 80% of the data. And Y-test is the corresponding data set as far as X-test and Y-test are concerned. X-test and Y-test are those amount of those proportion of the data set which is not yet seen by the system. And the train test split is a function which actually provides or which actually does it for us. See, it is, what does it says? It split the array or matrices into a random train and test subset such that it takes the value from X and divide it into X train X test. It takes the value from Y and divide it into Y train Y test. And how to decide what amount of value to be divided? Test size equal to 0.2. Test size means what is the size of the testing data set? We are saying 20%. Only 20% of the data has to be kept for testing and 80% of the data is kept for training the data set. And random state equal to 0 means we are not shuffling the data. We want our output same every time. Say if I give any please mute yourself. Anas PT, please mute yourself. Say at any point of time, if I give any number, say 42, I give any number 42. Anas PT, please mute yourself. Random state. It means I am shuffling my data 42 times for every iteration. Let me run it. And you can check X train 0 to 10 from 0 to 10 rows means starting from 0, 10 is not included. So 0 to 10, these are the testing data set, sorry, train data set. You can see. Similarly, you can see X train, comma, Y train also. You can also check Y train, say 0 to only 5, you can check only 5. See here, this is the array. Can you see? This is the Y, not X. This is the Y. I've only shown 5 values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is till this point any doubt to anyone? Please answer.
So this Y is actually the profit, correct?
Yes, sir. It is a profit.
Yeah.
Now, mind it, sir. We as a had we ever discussed about scaling the things? When I discussed in my machine learning first class, like converting the numbers into a between 0 to 1, -1 to 1, that is called scaling. I must have discussed with you, like standard scalar, min-max scalar. Had I?
I think I don't. I think no.
Okay, no worries. No worries. The thing is, see, if the system works over these value, this higher magnitude value, higher order value, system will be biased towards higher values or the higher magnitude value, and system will be more biased toward them and less biased toward the lower value. So to remove the bias, now you understand the bias, I think. To remove the bias, to remove the partiality of the system, we do the scaling. Scaling means converting every value between the range of 0 to 1 or -1 to +1. Am I understood? I am converting every sort of value from any value to 0 to 1. So for that, I'll call min-max scalar. I can also call standard scalar, no worries. So it transforms the features by scaling each feature to a given range. So the formula is written in front of you that it reduce from x minus x min divided by x max minus x min. So the scaled value comes within 0 to 1. So this transformation is often used an alternative to zero mean. Means when we want to scale our value such that the values attains a normal distribution curve. If you remember, normal distribution curve where the mean is 0, the mean is at 0 value, we apply standard scalar or min max scalar. I think I make sense. Okay, so to achieve it, to attain it, we can have scalar dot fit dot transform. Mind it, this is the name of the function. So it says, what is a scalar? Scalar is the object value where we have called the transformer, or must I call the scalar, like min-max and standard scalar. So this is actually storing, this is the variable which stores the operation of scaling, and we are saying that please fit and but first transform these values, this higher magnitude value, and then convert it to 0 and 1. Ranjit ji, please mute yourself. All of you, please mute yourself. All of you, please mute yourself. See what is being done. We have taken X train, and X train is actually composed of these many higher magnitude value, my dear. So I want to convert them between 0 to 1. So how to achieve it? First, consider X train, then apply, then transform it. 1 second. Transform it and fit it. First, transform it and then fit in the range, and then apply it to the min-max scalar. So in short, what it is doing, it is actually converting the bigger value between 0 and 1. Is this understood? This is very important task. Guys, please answer. Is this line understood? I am converting the bigger values into a smaller value. Answer me yes or no.
I think by this function, we are converting the value between 0 and 1.
Yes, sir. You can check. Please check. Let me run it for you. See, it is run, and now we will check how our X train looks like. Previously, the X train was look like this. X train was look like this. But now let's check how does the X train look like. See, if I run it for you, please check now our X train. Does it have any data greater than 1?
Yes, no data greater than 1.
No, sir. No have any data greater than 1.
So can we say that now we have removed the biasing?
We can.
Had we removed the biasing? Can you do partiality now? if you are given data between 0 to 1, it is it is more difficult to do a partiality, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. This is the only thing I want to ask. Then now, Shaiji, I am calling my actual model, which is called linear regression. I have called it. See, anytime you call a model or anytime you call such a parenthesis kind of thing, you have to save it in an object, which is, you can name it anything. You can call it R, you can call it Y, you can call it 7, whatsoever. But I have called it, given a genuine name. Why genuine name? Such that you understand. So I am calling my linear regression and saving it in an object called regressor. And now after saving it there, I am fitting my model over my data set. So I have asked the model to find the pattern from X train and Y train. So I have given multiple X train in 0 and 1, between 0 and 1, and I have given a corresponding Y train. You can also check Y train here. If I go for Y train, you can check it, Y train here. See, this is a Y train. The value is being given. So if I say, see, no Y train has been converted into scale. No scaling has been done for Y train. Only scaling is done for X train. Okay, please. If you convert Y train also as a scale, it will be giving you the answers. So now the thing is, now let's see what is the changes you can find. After running it, after running this model, you have found regressor.fit. It will ask you which thing you want. Now you have selected it, linear regression. It has trained over your model. And now is the time to answer your questions, IG, that where is beta naught? Where is beta I? So beta 1, beta 2, beta 3, they are called coefficient, and beta naught is called intercept. So whenever you call intercept, you have to write object name dot intercept, and underscore is very important. Mind it. If you do not give underscore, say if I remove underscore and run it again, error, it does not understand intercept. But if you give underscore to it, now it has understood that what is the intercept you are asking about. So if you run it, it will give you the answer. See what an answer it is giving to you, because now we have applied what is the thing we have applied. We have applied intercept, and we have also applied the regression model. So this is your intercept, means the value at which the y-axis will touch the x-axis, means touch anywhere over y-axis, the line where the line will touch. So this is the thing. So if you run it again, it might give you different answers. See, I have run it, the model again, selected the model, and if I run the intercept, remember the value e raised to the power 18 into minus 7.75. Now it is having the same thing. Why? Because you have not shuffled your data. Shuffled your data from here. If I shuffle my data and if I again scale it, now I'm not watching it, that how does it look like. It's none of my business now. Selecting it, finding the intercept. A very small change has happened, very small change, only till this point, 3789. So now finding the coefficient. See the coefficient previously allocated 8 point something to minus 8 point something, where e raised to the power 1 to e raised to the power 4 highest, e raised to the power 5 is also available. So let me run it for you and see the answer has changed. E raised to the power 18, e raised to the power 18, e raised to the power 4, plus 7, minus 1.219, because now we have applied the shuffling. So coefficient had changed. So see how many coefficients are expected, 5 or 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah,
Why
6.
Why 6 coefficients are there, sir? Can you answer me?
Because we consider the 6 row.
No, 6 column.
Okay. 6 column, yes.
6 column means 6 features. If there are 6 features, so there will be 6 beta 1, beta 1, beta 2, beta 3, beta 4, beta 5,
Mhm.
beta 6, and only one beta naught. Now, this is the point where, see, till this point, we have trained our model. Now is the time to find the prediction out of the model, that how our model predict. So we apply regressor, the object variable dot predict. See, for everything, we have a function. We must learn how to apply them. So regressor dot predict, prediction over what? Training model or training data set. So if I run it, it is correct, tick. Now check your training data set. How does it look like? This is how it looks like. The prediction happens over, if you go for Y-pred train. So if I just print this Y-pred train, let's see how does it predict. It has predicted 1,30,000, 1,76,000. So you won't get any visual information from here. But you are able to find that, okay, our model has predicted over the trained data set. Now let's try over unseen data set. Unseen means for the model which has not seen anything. So we will go give test value, not train value. Train value is being given to the model. Model has trained itself to it. Now predicting using the linear model for a test value means Y-pred, and see the difference between Y-pred and Y-pred train. See here, 1,30,000, 1,29,000, small difference. 1,76,000, 88,000, big difference. 96,000, 1,01,000, okay, affordable difference. Similarly, this 39,000, 1,43,000, big difference. So this is called prediction. Y-pred for testing data sets. It is predicted for test. Now actual profit. So see, it is written predicted profit on test data. So the data it has not seen anywhere. It is predicting it based upon its learning. And actual profit on test data. Actual profit, that is Y test. What was the actual profit? This is the actual profit. So now compare both of them. This is the actual, this is prediction. So 1,34,000 is the actual, 1,29,000 prediction. So how much loss? 5,000 is the loss. 81,000 is the actual, 88,000 is prediction. How much loss? 7,000 is the loss.
7,000.
So are you finding, is it fruitful?
Yes.
So this is your actual profit and this is your predicted profit. Similarly, now is the time to go for your evaluation matrix. This is the evaluation matrix, sir. Mean squared error. So evaluation matrix is saying that it is having an error of very large error. 11 lakh 45, no, 1 crore 14 lakh 50,000 something. Very large error. Very large error. Now make the square root of it, because you know the mean square error takes the error value and square it. So if I take the square root, math.sqrt, so this is the error of 9,743. What does it mean? That whenever the answer has been predicted, the average error which has occurred is of 9,000 rupees, 9,700 rupees. Means whenever the prediction happened for a profit, the difference between the predicted value and the actual value was around 9,700. Is it affordable? Sir, is it affordable? Now it is saying the performance, the error performance over test value were 10,700. So 10,700 means the value of profit, the difference of the value of profit predicted and actual. So if actual is say 1,20,000, so the predicted is 1,10,000. So this is the meaning of square root math.sqrt. Is it worth knowing?
Yes, it's worth.
Yeah, means machine is doing something for you. Mind it. R2 score 94.5%. R2 score 94.48%. Means your system is 94.5% accurately predicting the things. 85%. Oh my God. So what does it say? See, mind it. Here it says that your R2 score for training data for which the model has trained is 94%. But when it has come to testing, when the real test has happened, it could only predict 85% of the value. Means there is an error of 15% in your prediction. Understood?
Yes.
So this is how we check the things. And in our next class, we will see that how to find the what is called visual representation of these errors. Okay. Visual representation of these errors. Fine.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. Thank you. So I think you must have understood, sir, that how the system is finding beta 1, beta naught, beta 1, beta 2, beta 3, all the coefficients, and training
Yes.
training accuracy, testing accuracy, evaluation matrix, mean square error, root mean square error, R2 score. Here we need not require adjusted R2 score. Let's find if it allows, say, ADJ underscore R2 score. At least ADJ must have been defined. It is not defined. It's not defined. Yes, correct. So we have to define adjusted R2 score here, wherever the matrix has been defined. See, import R2 score, comma, adjusted R2 score. Let's check whether it takes it or no. So you have to find that what is the real name of adjusted R2 score. Cannot import adjusted R2 score from sklearn matrix. See, so whenever you find an error, no worries, copy it, go to your best friend, ask it, ADJ R2 score. There is a typo error here. Can you see the typo error? If you are still facing the issue, trying above solution might be helpful. You are using adjusted function in your script. Check the function name, double check the function name. So the function name is ADJ R2 score, but we have used the same function name. Ask it, is it the correct name? ADJ R2 score. There is no built-in name. Okay, then go for Control V, Google, Stack Overflow. Just copy your what is called error and find the real solution, that how to actually import it. So it will give you a different answers to you. Mean, absolute, percentage. Just 3 seconds it will take. Mean, absolute, percentage. No, it is not taken. See, adjusted R2 score. No, it is not giving us that. Adjusted R2 score syntax in Python. See, we are asking syntax. Is giving us a definition. Can you see? No. It is calculating, but not giving us the syntax. So what is adjusted R2 score in SQL? No, we are asking the syntax. Okay, let's chat. Everyone is defining it. R square adjusted. Let's check whether it works or no. No, even it doesn't work. So please find that what is the name of adjusted R square in a Python. In the next class, we shall discuss it again. And it is okay to have an error while coding. If you don't have an error, you won't learn. Does it make sense?
It makes sense.
Yeah. Many times anybody can face error. No worries. And why to use adjusted R square? Only to check whether our what is called model is overfitted or no. So as far as the efficiency is lesser than that of the what is called training efficiency, testing efficiency is lesser than that of training efficiency, it is overfitted. Because you remember overfitting and underfitting. If an underfitting system is there, the training efficiency is itself a low. But if it's a testing efficiency is also lower than that of the training efficiency, it means the system is overfitted. And that is the scenario. You can see the training efficiency is what is called 94%, whereas the testing efficiency is 85%. So this overfitting is happening here. So to remove the overfitting, we will calculate the adjusted R2 score and then apply the appropriate regularization.
Deepak ji.
Yes.
Deepak ji, I will tell you one thing. Just my suggestion, okay?
Yes, yes.
If I am wrong, ignore my message. To be honest, I don't understand 100%. The thing is, all team members need to install this better.
Sorry, sir. I'm not. I couldn't hear you. Can you please say again?
Deepak, I will tell you one thing. Just my suggestion only. If I am wrong, ignore my message. No problem.
Yes, yes, yes.
To be honestly, I didn't understand 100%. Actually, the thing is, all team members need to install this install Collab Research Google.
No need to install, sir. Just use
No.
it. Yes.
No. Just I tell you. After that, we need to share outside the screen to you. I don't know the student have privilege or not. After that, you can get to our team. Maybe you can type something. It's possible like that.
Means, are you saying that active learning, like when
Yes, yes.
okay, what you are saying, Shanesh ji, that I type here and you also practice beside?
Yes. And
Yes,
also
yes,
we
yes.
need
Yes,
we
yes,
need
yes.
to
It is
share
possible.
loud screen.
Yes,
from
yes, it is
student.
possible. But how
I,
will
I think we don't have privilege. I think this one to share
In-
to screen out from to outside.
no, you have the privilege provided the host allow you.
Yeah.
In that
And after
situation,
that, and after that, you can share your Excel also. Then first we need to know which one is which row, this one, which
I
column,
understand.
this
Even
one.
even that is my next advice to all of you, that once
Yes.
try it, come with a problem, come with the error code, and it is more required to solve the error rather than
Oh,
writing the correct code.
okay.
Then only, Shaneji, you would learn. Say suppose in a factory, if you do a mistake, then
Yes,
only
yes,
you
yes.
learn what type of mistake it was, and in future you do not repeat that.
Correct. Yes.
So in the next time, I will ask everybody of you to write along with me, such that you could learn while typing. Okay.
Yes, okay.
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 Chalo. Let me come to my gallery view. I don't know why it is not showing today. Let me first pause my share. I have stopped my screen share. Now it has come. Yes, guys, please over your cameras. Aziz Ahmad ji is made it like this, unless until somebody say it. Okay, sir. Let me, all of you, please. Okay, now I am making it. Thank you. Thank you so much, all of you. I think I could have made value addition to at least a few extent to your life. Shetty, you must be surprised that you could not have learned anything, because yesterday's previous class you were not there.
Not there. I was tied up for past 10 days. I
Okay.
was busy with my work. So that's what today it was, bouncers. I have to.
So that was the first means say I have already told those who were attending me for the first time, please do not ask any question, because you won't be literally knowing anything.
True. That's the reason my mic was completely mute throughout the class.
Last time we were discussing where the Shetty has gone. The class is not is as humorous as it used to be.
Okay. Thanks for
Okay.
that. Thanks for that.
Okay.
Thanks for listening me.
Okay. Thank you so much. Few of you guys, and especially thank to Saiji. At such an age, he is such a good learner, I must say.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank
But
you.
please make the request to the Eduwing to share the recording.
Sure, sir. Sure.
And do
Unless-
the home
okay.
practice here. This.
Okay, Saiji, there is one thing we can do. Unless until if they share the recording, we won't do the other class.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Because we don't have no single recording they share with us.
Okay, no worries. We can ask, we can request them. No worries. Okay,
Yeah, but
Atira,
they said They
Not
say
like
they-
that, Deepak sir. Sorry for the inconvenience for interpreting between, but I have shared the YouTube link. I think I have shared the YouTube link. You can search the
Yeah.
videos of that and you can see the videos. Most of the videos
No,
are
no,
uploaded in that.
No, you share
Yeah,
the
sure.
YouTube link, but I found the Professor Deepak Kumar only one recording only.
No, sir. Actually, there are, I think, around 7 videos have uploaded. For the last few weeks, the videos are not yet uploaded because some other works were there, so that we couldn't upload the videos for the last 2-3 weeks. But all the other videos were uploaded. You can check in
I
the
checked
YouTube link.
I checked 2 days ago and I couldn't find the Professor Deepak video recordings.
yes, I
Okay,
agree
sir.
also.
Okay, sir. I will check and I will send the individual links of each video tomorrow itself.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Please
Thank
share
you.
video, please. We need.
Okay. Okay, for sure I will share tomorrow.
Atira
Okay.
ji, actually they all are requesting because we have learned such a concept in coding that it might be bouncer to them. If
Yes,
they
sir.
do not go through the video, they won't be learning anything.
Yes,
Okay,
sir. You're right.
I will do, sir. I will do.
Thank you.
Tomorrow
Thank you,
itself
Atira.
I will.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, all of you. Goodbye. Take care of your family.
Goodbye.
Enjoy the life.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.